Yankees and the Texas Rangers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set. Our starter in this one, Justin Verlander. And as usual with him singing, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
That's inside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
No, that's a ball.
Ramirez swings and lifts this one deep to left. Way back there. Out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. Home run number 20 on the year, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. And Singy, he just loves hitting against this guy, doesn't he?
It's like he's been facing him his entire life. Looks so comfortable in the box against him. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
In the air to left down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 away. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
And he grounds one to the right side. Throw to first in time.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 7, Mickey.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the veteran outfielder, Mickey Mantle. And that one a little below the knees. 3-1 now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Lindor makes the grab, and that's the inning. Yankees draw first blood on a solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back at Globe Life Field and towing the slab, Aaron Nola. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
Bottom of the first, and now Jazz Chisholm Jr. Nola fires. That one missed.
2-1.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
on the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, be ready. He throws that curveball a lot, probably more than any other pitch in his arsenal. And he's going to try to put you away with it like he did right there. That's his go-to pitch early and late in the count.
That one fouled off, 2-2.
That's the ball.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Mantle under it. Squeezes it. Out. Number 2. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Zingy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter. They're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
And that's downstairs. And the count's even at 2. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. And that's downstairs and outside. Mike Trout waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Back in Arlington, top of the second, and stepping in for the Yankees, number 26. Swings through that one.
Oh, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Here comes a pitch. Headed towards the corner. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's William Contreras.
1 and 2.
Two outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Yanks held in check, but they lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2, and here is Mike Trout.
Everybody favors we can divvy up. You only live once, you gotta live it up. Yes.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Contreras gathers, throws to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder.
Nola's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts throughout the year, Boog. He's got multiple seasons with 200-plus Ks and a pitch arsenal that leaves most hitters frustrated as they walk back to the dugout.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting fifth.
Here's Francisco Lindor. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Nola throw to first, and he's back in safely. Ball to strike. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. And safe. It's a stolen base. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's two down. Now the catcher for the Rangers. Runner at second, two down. Here in game one of this three-game set. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. That's inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Count's full.
Squirts away a little bit. Tying run in scoring position. Bottom half of inning number 2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
First and second, 2 outs. Next it'll be the Texas DH. On the ground to third. Ramirez sends it to first. That ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We head on down to the top of the third. Yankees 1 and the Rangers nothing. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on the first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Next up, it's the first-year shortstop. Oh, great stop. Throw to the pitcher. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
The batter, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Man at first, one away.
Two balls, one strike.
Verlander moved to first, and he's back in easily. Ripped, but it curls foul. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Now the number 2 hitter. And that one fouled off. And foul ball. Swing and a ball hammered left field. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. Safe. It's 2-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
So runner at second, 2 down. Frank Thomas stepping in now for the Yankees. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Man on second, 2 down. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 2 outs and ball 4, 2 aboard.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Stepping in, Mickey Mantle. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. Homer number 25 on the year. It's 5-zip.
How in the world did he do that? That pitch was outside the zone, and he still got it out of here. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now here is number 26, and no one can get there, and it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. They're still chasing it as he rounds second.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Verlander done in this one, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Now on the bump, Andrew Wentz.
And this marks the 60th time he's come on to pitch so far this year. Clearly a very relied upon arm in this bullpen.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. Lyon digs in now.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And that one pulled foul. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Set for the bottom of the third, and here is number 99.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
In there at the knees, 1 and 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
The batter number 4.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Towards first, and that one handled. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Jeff Bagwell.
2 outs, base is empty. Jeff Bagwell stepping in for the Rangers. And a base hit right there. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Chipper Jones stepping in for the Rangers. That one's in there. And the count is even, 2-2. Bagwell off of first with 2 away. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Home run number 40 on the year. It's 5-2. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
So 2 down. Here's a big power threat. Mike Trout hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses across to first, and that is the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's 5-2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Got that photo packed to the brim, burning rubber as she's screaming down I-29. We all know she'll be back before the year turns around. Another loss so brought home by these golden leaves.
Here's a 1-1. On the ground to the left. Chipper fires to first. 1 up, 1 down. Wow, Singy, what a throw. We got to take another look at it, but this time with the numbers from StatCast.
Yeah, Boog, that's about as good as it gets. You'll see the hardest throwing infielders reach 90+ on throws across the diamond, so he's pretty much right there with the best infield arms in the game. That was a rocket of a throw right there.
Lau at the plate. Foul ball there. Ground ball to Bagwell. And he handles it himself for the out. Two down, bases empty. Now it's the shortstop.
He's looking to hit the ball the other way in 99% of his at-bats. But if you make a mistake middle in, he can touch you up for a four-bagger.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. And it remains 5-2. Back at Globe Life Field, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, number 11. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And they'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first, and one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Runner on the move, pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out.
Well, the throw bounced in there perfectly. Really nice job on the bag. Pick it, apply that tag, hold it on him. Just didn't get a good jump over there at first base. That's half the battle of stealing bases, maybe even more.
Yankees up by 3. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Rangers go down quickly there, and the deficit remains 5-2. And we're back. Here's Jose Ramirez. Out to short. Finds its way through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good piece of hitting going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority, but it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
Now it's going to be number 94. That's down and in. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And up next for New York, Frank Thomas. The 1-1 is fouled off. He goes down looking. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Rangers 2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side, Lau. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, number 99.
Here's the center fielder. The other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
The second baseman.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. The 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch misses, and now 3-2. Jeff Bagwell waiting to hit for the Rangers. Ground ball right side, Lau. Handles, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Rangers. They trail at 5-2. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Trent Thornton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. That pitch clips the outside corner, and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and 1 out now.
Now batting, number 26.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Craig Kimbrell up and throwing. Fernandez also getting ready. Next one in the dirt. Just off the outside edge.
2 strikes.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a slow roller. Jones sends it across the first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, number 13.
Now it's the right fielder, Lyon. Hot shot to third. Toss to Bagwell, and the Yanks go quietly. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 5 and the Rangers 2.
Well, baby, something you should know is that maybe I got no self-control.
Back in Arlington, bottom of the 6th. Stepping in the long ball threat, Jeff Bagwell. And And that's down and away.
Well, these Rangers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
That one just missing inside. Counts full, 3-2. That one the other way, and foul ball. To the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate. Chipper Jones will hit next. Jones working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. On the ground. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now back.
Here's Trout.
Everybody favors me to divvy up. You only live once, you gotta live it up. Yes, my red tie with your red dress. We ain't even planning, but we
2 down, nobody on. To third, and foul ball. And a 1-2. And there's a ball. The Rangers trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it on his own. Rangers go down in order. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the Yankees catcher now, William Contreras.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right back to him on the mound. Slings to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman, Brandon.
And now it's Brandon Lau. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
And now it's even up.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw comes in too late, and they can't get the out.
Now back, number 17.
Lau, the base runner at first with 1 out. So now 1-2.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
The 1-2. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And it's gone. He sends it out of here. It's 7-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And now it's going to be Jose Ramirez. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Now he'll turn for second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Trent Thornton done for the night, and he's responsible for the runner on second. So the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Ryan Fernandez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
1 out, runner at second. Here's the left fielder. And the slider just misses.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Smoked on the ground a second. Throws to first. Got him.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Frank.
And next is the designated hitter, Frank Thomas. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Trout makes the grab, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 7-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Hector Neris.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. And it remains 2-2. And a swing and a miss. 1 down.
Now batting.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. His 23rd of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 7-3.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's the catcher. One down, base is empty. Popped up. In position. And it's caught for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here's the Rangers DH. Swing and a ball popped up. Loud. And makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Rangers edge closer on this solo homer. It's now 7-3. You're dialed into the show. Back at Globe Life Field. All set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Mickey Mantle. Fastball for a strike at 95.
1-2.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And now the first baseman, Singy. He's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And now here is Lyon. Two outs. Back up the, oh, that got him. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the 3rd out of the inning. So the Yanks go in order, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Tim Herron takes over on the mound.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Here's the center fielder. The Rangers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a 1-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. And a good start to the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one ripped right center field. Back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. Home run number 20 on the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 7-5. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. A breaking ball on the inside part of the play requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So next to hit for Texas, Jeff Bagwell. Hard hit right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Chipper Jones stepping in for the Rangers. Up and in, and it's 2-1.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Hard hit left side. Whips it across, and they get the out on Jones.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tim Herron departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. New pitcher on now, Griffin Jacks.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here's Mike Trout. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's where I was. If you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Francisco Lindor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The tying run at the plate. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Tying run at the plate. Bounce to the right. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Good hustle. And when you're talking about an emerging leader on a team, those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example. You know, game in, game out.
And in this big spot, here comes Francisco Lindor. The shortstop takes the ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. That misses the zone. 3-1.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the 2nd time he's taken ball 4.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Griffin Jacks out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Emmanuel Clase.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swings and misses, struck him out. Texas plates 2 on the homer, and it's 7-5. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Craig Kimbrell.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
William Contreras stepping in now for the Yankees. And a base hit into right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now back, the second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Brandon Lowe. Kimbrell ready. Here it comes. There goes the runner. Ouch, that one drilled him. The throw is still in time. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. 1 out and a runner at second.
Two balls, one strike.
In the dirt. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Carlos Estevez, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Man at second. Up the middle, Lindor. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jose Ramirez. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
2 outs and a runner at third here at the top of the 9th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Contreras on third with 2 out. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Yankees 7 and the Rangers 5. Last chance for the home team. Now it's the DH, number 9.
good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
No, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
He's 2 outs away. And now the center fielder. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Got him looking for the K. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, he wasn't happy with that called third strike in and off the plate, and I think he's right. I mean, that miss. It's a really tough one, though, for an umpire back there, so I don't think you can be too mad at him. It looks like it's in the zone the entire way coming in until those last few feet, so I'd say pretty easy to understand why he'd say it clipped the corner. Just a nice pitch.
Now a chance for Jazz Chisholm Jr. The Rangers down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.